Day one, if not before. How would you describe and explain what truly happened, not just in Western New York, but across the country?
Well, from my perspective, it was a candidate that came on the scene at the right time in the right place to answer the frustration and anger of the middle class of America. And they got on the bus. And no matter what you said about this candidate, there was nothing that would make those people get off the bus.
Hey, welcome back. It is a terrific Tuesday indeed, but it's also a Table Talk Tuesday. And the origins of Liquid Lunch were a little show called Table Talk, which was on once a week on NEWSMAX TV. I hosted it with my good friend, former Congressman Vito Fossella. We sat around the kitchen table with families and talked about what all the dynamics were at work. And that's a little piece of it, but we're always trying to talk to real people. I look at those old clips too. Boy, was I fat. Oh my God, I gotta lose some more weight. But we don't just sit around the table twiddling our thumbs. We also have our team out there beating the streets. And you know, we talk about cryptocurrency every day, Bitcoin, altcoins, LITECOINs, all that good stuff. And down in Vegas, the who's who of the crypto universe is down there. And of course, we got our #1 man down there, Drew Taylor, the Wild West Crypto Show host. He's my favorite crypto cowboy. And he's with Brett, not Bitcoin Ben, as I referred to him to yesterday. And hey, thanks for joining us again, Drew, telling us what's happening down at the Cosmo there. You are with Dustin and Brad. Dustin and Brad are the filmmakers who are making this new film called Cryptonaires, which is all the people that became millionaires from cryptocurrency. Tell us what's happening with the movie and stuff.
Absolutely. Hey, John, once again, thanks. And I tell you what, buddy, you talk about the buzz and the energy level at this time. I mean, it's incredible. You wouldn't believe what's going on. The only thing missing is you, buddy, and some Question tequila. Because if we had that, this would be the full ride, my man. So we've got Dustin and Brad here, and you guys are doing the thing, calling it Cryptonaires, which is like millionaires, right?
Layoff millionaires, because what we say is everyone wants to be a Cryptonaire, at least those in the crypto community.
Right. And actually, you started here filming for this movie. From here, you go to Singapore, you're going all over the planet. And then, and you're going to go and capture kind of the essence of what is going on in this movement, right? Tell us a little bit more about it.
All right, so what really started as this idea between my partner Brad Kimes and I was, could we pull the community together? Could we bring in the maximalists? Could we make this thing be all the tribes become one family, starting with the YouTubers, starting with the crypto Twitter influencers, and then the influencers like Charles Hoskinson, Roger Ver, our sponsor and partner for the film, and it's been an amazing journey.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's funny. Hey, John, watching these guys out here, they're running around kind of like we are. Well, actually, they're running around, but we're actually set up in a stationary place, as you can imagine. And these guys are out and they're pulling everybody in, and everybody wants to be part of this because, as you can imagine, in this emerging evolution we always talk about, documenting this and capturing the early days of this, if we don't do it, guys like you doing what you're doing, if we don't capture it, we're going to lose it, right? So then people are in arrears going to go back and say, hey, what happened in those early days? And we'll be able to go to a resource like y'all's and say, hey, this is kind of where it all began, right?
You really just hit the nail on the head for us. That's exactly what this is about. We're trying to capture the convergence of the space going through a transformation. We're going from the Wild West.
Yes.
And we're moving into a really new space, which is going to be legitimized by Wall Street and governments all around the world. This is really a special time. If you're not aware of what crypto is, we highly encourage you to do your research. Check out this space because we are meeting with the highest level officials to everyday general people on the street, and we're giving the contrast of where this space is going and trying to base that off of what people know or may not know about crypto, and it's just an exciting time.
You bet. And John, part of the reason that I wanted them on this segment is because, as you well know, I don't have to tell you, but this is the first time a national major cable channel is carrying live from crypto event.
That's
thanks
right.
to John Tobacco and the Liquid Lunch team.
That's right.
So let me tell you something. Y'all are foundational in this, and you'll be in this movie.
Yeah, well, we better be in the movie. I mean, that's what I'm here for.
I'm to 1,000%.
And by the way, I don't know if you guys could see me, but I felt left out. So I put on my black cowboy hat that I got as a gift because I felt like I was left out. You guys look good. And
Way to represent.
Yeah, you're one of us. Well, you are Kryptonaire, and Kryptonaires.movie is the website. CRYPTONAIRES as in Sam .movie. Join us, travel with us, go on Twitter, Kryptonaires.doc. Follow us on the journeys. We literally travel around the world, being invited by many of the companies you may not be familiar with, but many of the companies that you are familiar with.
Hey, John, when these guys come to New York, I'm going to put them directly in touch with you. Bring them in the Question Studio, Liquid Lunch Studio.
You know it. We get some cuckoo juice in them, and then we'll get the real talk out of them. What's going on with the real crypto mares?
Exactly. I got one thing for you guys, though. You know, in crypto, all these kids are looking for a Lambo. In fact, I passed one coming out of the Paris Hotel this morning. I said, who brought my Lambo? I want you to introduce them to diesel trucks. Okay? Diesel trucks with manual transmission. Because
it's more reliable, I heard, as well.
More reliable. You can haul all kinds of shit in the back.
And a toolbox in the back.
Hey, John, I apologize for that. The redneck's coming out in Brent today, man.
Yeah. And you notice Brett's the only guy in a white hat. That's a false narrative. You know?
Somebody's got to be the good guy.
So,
exactly.
My audience, we're bringing you the best of the best. We're bringing you the guests who know where the rubber meets the road. We're not just sitting around in the studio drinking tequila. We got our team out in the field. We're hitting the biggest conferences. They're down there at the LITECOIN conference right now. Drew and the team are going to be down there for the CryptoCon, which is coming up later this week. But you want to go check out Kryptonaires.movie. Kryptonaires, like millionaires, Kryptonaires.movie. See what's happening with the movie. If you got a story, if you knew someone who bought a few Bitcoins 6 years ago and now they're a millionaire, maybe these guys want them in the movie. And check it out, follow him. Drew's our guy. He's got Brett over there as his bodyguard. He just stands over everybody, leering at him. But in our final moments here, when you guys do come to New York, let's spend a day together. I'll round up a couple of Kryptonaires too that you guys will want to meet. We'll have you in studio. We'll have a little question. We'll have a good time.
That would be great. And I can tell you, kind of last thought, when Brad and I started this, we did not have a major distributor. We went to the community and said, we need your help. We want to build this. We want it to be a community-backed project. So it's the early days.
And here you are on national television.
We are on national TV. Yeah. We are still looking for distribution, but a lot of things are coming, and it's very exciting.
And we have to thank the audience that's been so supportive to us, crowd fundraise. I actually have a YouTube channel as well, Cover Crypto, XRP, and they were so supportive of us. They have been the ones that brought us and got us to this.
It's a family. I mean, that's really the crypto space.
Real community.
People don't realize that this is not traditional finance. This is a new asset class, and this is not run by cartels or drug dealers. These are run by humanitarians and philanthropists and cowboys.
Yeah, absolutely. You know it's a new thing when you got 5 guys in cowboy hats talking about cryptocurrency. You got this Staten Island Goomba over here in a pinstripe suit. It's changing the game because regular people got involved early. The entrenched institutions don't have a head start, and people who are willing to put their nuts on the table and go for it can really advance, like all of us that are on this segment. I want to thank you guys for joining. And hey, Drew, we're going to keep coming back at you. You keep bringing us the best people.
Hey, John, I've got Charlie Lee coming up next, buddy, the founder of LITECOIN.
Very good. So we'll have Charlie Lee a little later on. Manny Alejandro is going to join us in the second hour. And once again, check out Kryptonaires.movie. They have a little crowd fund out there. If you want the real story, you want to eliminate the studios, you want to eliminate the editing and all this other crap. You want the real story, you got to make a real movie. You don't need studios injecting their little fingers in there. Thank you, Drew. Thank you, team from Vegas. We'll check back with you a little later. And Liquid Lunch continues to roll on this Table Talk Techno Tuesday. And coming up next is Nate Bradley, the CEO of Data Vault. We had him on last week, and he's going to tell us a lot more stuff on how your data is being sold by Google and Facebook and others, and they're ripping you off, and all the ways that you could take control and empower yourself of your own data. Coming up next, Nate Bradley from Data Vault. You're watching Liquid Lunch.